243 runs and the second highest run scorer of the ICC Champions Trophy. Shreyas Iyer, truly the unsung hero for India, for the Indian team all throughout the Champions Trophy, and he definitely played a very, very major role in India lifting that trophy on the 9th of March. Even Rohit Sharma in the press conference said that he was a silent hero, and if we go back and look at all his innings, then now we realize that Shreyas Iyer's all throughout the tournament, all the innings that he played, all left an impact and were a reason why India could win each and every game and were undefeated all throughout the tournament. The number 4 position that was absolutely uncertain till 2019, and then when Shreyas Iyer came, everything sort of just changed and Shreyas Iyer cemented his place at number 4, and after that, that discussion never took place. Shreyas Iyer had his own ups and downs, highs and lows all throughout his career. After a terrific 2023 ODI World Cup where he scored that century against New Zealand in that semi-final, he was removed from the central contract and everything looked absolutely going downhill for Shreyas Iyer. But after that, he went to the domestic circuit, captained the Mumbai team, won trophies as a captain and also scored runs all throughout the season. Before that, he played the IPL, won the IPL for Kolkata Knight Riders, and then he came back for the Champions Trophy to begin with. He wasn't even going to play the first ODI against England, and it was Yashasvi Jaiswal who was going to play that ODI, but because Virat Kohli got injured, Shreyas Iyer came into the team, and from there he did not look back. He made sure that he made the right noises with the bat, and then he absolutely cemented his place, and there was no question after that on Shreyas Iyer's position in the ODI team. Shreyas Iyer, after winning the Champions Trophy, has given an exclusive interview to a leading publication and has talked about all the things that we as cricket fans of the Indian team would have had in our minds about Shreyas Iyer. First up, he was asked about his bouncing back story. Like I told you, removed from the central contract, not seen in the test team as well, dropped from there, went to domestic cricket and came back, and he said that after not getting the contract post 2023 World Cup, I took time to reassess, figuring out where I went wrong. I created a routine, worked on my skills and realized how crucial fitness was. Ultimately, I am proud of how I handled the situation and most importantly, believed in myself. He made it very sure that once things went downhill from me, I thought about myself, reassessed what was going on, self-introspected and realized how important fitness is, and I started focusing more on my game and then went to domestic circuits, and I'm really happy that I believed in myself and I could bounce back, and that's the attitude that makes Shreyas Iyer, the way he bounced back, so strong. He was also asked that was there ever a point where he felt frustrated during this low phase, to which he said that there was no frustration as my focus was on winning the Indian Premier League, which I'm grateful to have done. Though I didn't get the recognition I hoped for, I've learned that self-integrity and doing the right thing when no one's watching matters the most, and that's what I've kept doing. He said that he was expecting a little more recognition after winning the IPL, which wasn't the case. But he said that I wasn't frustrated. I was just focusing on each one goal at a time. First, it was winning the IPL, and then it was about scoring runs in the domestic circuit and coming back for the Indian team. And he said that he's really, really happy that he did that. And that's what has made Shreyas Iyer who he is, one of the leading batters for the Indian team across the last 2 years as far as ODI cricket is concerned. And he said that he's also very, very grateful that he sort of stuck to the process and could deliver for the team when it mattered the most. He was also asked that leadership role has been very, very clear. Lots of players have credited Shreyas Iyer for his leadership, be it in the KKR franchise or now even in the Indian team. He's making the right noises with the bat and also with his leadership skills. To which he said that I'm more of an instinctive person. I read the situation and trust my gut, looking at my first thoughts and calls. The key is backing your teammates, especially in pressure moments, and believing in their abilities. Once you set the foundation, everything else will fall in place. About his captaincy as well, that's what we have seen with great captains. Shreyas Iyer definitely not a great captain as of now, but he's definitely on those lines already. Has won one IPL with KKR. This time will be captaining the Punjab Kings as well. one thing that we have seen is that every captain who has done great for the country or for any team for that matter has always trusted his gut, his first instinct, and has backed his team. And that's exactly what Shreyas Iyer's mantra to a successful captain, a leader, is. And that is what Shreyas Iyer also talked about in the interview that he recently gave after winning the Champions Trophy. He was also asked about how is it to bat at number 4, as it's such a crucial position where you're the bridge between the top order and the lower middle order. He said that when I talk about recognition, it's about earning respect for my efforts on the field. Sometimes it goes unnoticed, but I'm proud of what I did, especially on tough wickets with tight bowling. I always believed that a couple of sixes could shift the momentum, and I managed to get them at crucial times. He was also asked in this question that how come Shreyas Iyer now suddenly has become more of an impact player rather than a player who scores big runs. We've known Shreyas Iyer for scoring those big runs, but throughout the Champions Trophy we saw that how Shreyas Iyer was trying to leave an impact, and that's what he also said. He said that I knew that a couple of sixes would just completely change the momentum of the game, and I tried to do that. Shreyas Iyer all throughout the Champions Trophy does not have significantly big scores in that sense. He doesn't have 100, he doesn't have 90s, but what he has, he still has ended up as the second highest run getter of this tournament with an average of over 48. That clearly shows that he's been consistent, he's been impactful, even though he has not scored big runs on certain occasions, but he's always continuously played runs. And that's what he exactly said, that the wickets weren't such, but what he learned was that if he goes after the bowlers, if he just continues to play the way he does, then nothing can stop him from being successful. And he also touched upon the recognition that he was expecting much more recognition, and by recognition he means that earning self-respect, and sometimes his captaincy skills did go unnoticed in the IPL 2024. That's what he feels, at least. He was also asked about being the silent hero. He was asked specifically that Rohit Sharma called you the silent hero of the team. What did Shreyas feel about that? He said that I don't come quietly. I bring my full heart and confidence to every job. No matter the situation, I know I can deliver. This mindset comes from facing rejections and failures. There are the best teachers. Tough times teach you that not only you can lift yourself up. He said that it's the tough times that have actually taught me that I have to come back, I have to bounce back. This thing comes from the fact that you've faced so many rejections, so many times things haven't gone your way, and that is where the confidence comes from. He specifically said that throw me in any situation and I will get the team out from there, winning, making sure that the Indian team wins. And that's the mindset that makes sure that Shreyas Iyer became this silent hero, and also the kind of comeback that Shreyas Iyer did. He was again asked about the low phase that he was there in his life, and he was very, very specific about that as well, that during my low phases only a few people reached out. Praveen Amre sir, Abhishek Nair, Sagar, who is his coach, his fitness coach, and a few others. They were there when things weren't great, and I'll always be grateful for their support. Their mentality of being there in tough times shows true growth. He was really happy for the few people that were there around him. There were not too many people who were there for his low phase, but Abhishek Nair, India's assistant coach, Praveen Amre, who's been with Mumbai Cricket for a very long time and specifically has worked a lot with Shreyas Iyer, who's always there, and that's what helped Shreyas Iyer in the growth that he did. Last question that was asked to him was about his test comeback and what he thinks about making a comeback, and does he think that there is unfinished business left in the white jersey. He said that I want to play as much as I can and have done well in domestic cricket, but I don't overthink it. The more you think, the more your mind gets taxed. I focus on the present, enjoy the moment, and take each match as it comes. The mindset has really helped me. Shreyas Iyer, the typical Bombay boy, not thinking too far ahead, just being in the present, not thinking about the comeback. He knows that if he scores runs, he will be coming back into the Indian team and he will be doing well for the Indian team. All he needs to do is just stick to the process, and that's exactly what he talked about in this interview as well. it's been a great story for Shreyas Iyer from not being in the central contract to becoming one of India's heroes at the Champions Trophy in Dubai during the Champions Trophy 2025. He played a crucial role all throughout the tournament, and that's the reason why Shreyas Iyer is now being talked about. I hope, what do you think about these comments? You can let me know in the comment section below. But for that, you also need to subscribe to Sports Today if you haven't already. If you like this video, do give us a like as well. Do not forget to press the bell icon so that whatever exciting content comes your way, you guys get to know it first.